Very good morning, all. Thanks for joining. And let's continue the Active Directory series. So let me log into AWS console and power on the servers. So first, let me check that directory services. Yesterday, we created mylab.com. Is that mylab.com is working or not? Yes, mylab.com, it is working fine. You can see the yesterday diagram. So mylab.com is successfully created. This is AD managed directory service, but we don't have any admin rights or privileges to manage the mylab.com server directly. Because of that, mylab.com Active Directory was created in AWS Directory Services. So that means you can see here in this directory services we created. So the backend, the directory ID, which is connected to a couple of servers, this server only be able to use the DNS service. We don't have any admin rights to manage the operating system level. That means this server is completely managed by AWS. This is called AWS Managed Directory Service. But suppose you want to create multiple user accounts, multiple computers, groups, anything you want to configure in this domain controller. So you need to install a separate server, and in that particular server operating system, make them to join it. Then you need to install AD management roles. Then this server will become as a AD managed server. This is not Active Directory server. This is a AD managed server. Even in real-time environment, if any administrator is working in any of the domain like database administrator or Citrix administrator or maybe some other administrator. So if you go to run and you can check that the dsa.msc or go to start Windows administration programs, you can see Active Directory users and computers and DNS, DHCP services are available. That means that server is not Active Directory server. That server is not a DNS server. That is not a DHCP server like that. It is just a managed server. Those consoles are installed in that particular computer. From that computer, you can able to manage, like you can create a user account creation, you can modify host names, you can manage DHCP, IP addresses, etc., etc. So for that reason, in this particular segment, okay, so I'm going to create a separator one Windows 2019 server. Okay, this is the ADMG This server, I'm going to, okay, make it as a AD managed role. AD managed role I'm going to create. So now the server is powering on. Once this server is ready, I'll connect this server and then I'll start working on it. So Now let's take the public IP address of the server. Go to Remote Desktop Connection Manager. Here is a AD management server. And I can paste here. Click OK. Go to File, Save All. Then I need a password for this system. Go to Connect, RDP Client, get password, select key pair, decrypt password, copy here. Now right click, connect server as. Username is administrator. And let's connect here. Now this is a just normal server. Let's connect here. Perfect. Now the server is ready. What is the next step we need to do? In this particular server, the AD managed server, go to run ncpa.cpl, ncpa.cpl, and select the network control adapter. There's the Ethernet one. Go to properties. And select IPv4. Go to properties and use the following DNS IP address. Next, I need to go to directory services. There's a two DNS address are there. Just copy the both DNS IP address. I need to paste here. One is a primary, another one is a secondary. In case of one DNS server is down from the AWS managed directory service, another server will provide the communication, but both will work parallelly. So active configuration, active configuration. Now click OK, close it here, close it. Next step, I need to join these missions in domain controller member. Go to system properties. Now click on change settings and change settings. And what is the domain name? Lakshmi, what is the domain name? Anyone? What is the domain name?
mylab.com.
That's correct answer. So mylab.com. Once I click OK, I will get a username password. Prompt is coming. So what is my username of mylab.com? What is the user? Admin. Correct. Admin. What is the password?
Admin@123.
No. Cloud at the
Sorry.
rate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. So,
Okay.
yeah. Cloud at the rate and welcome at the rate. I forgot really. Let me
Welcome
check.
at the rate and welcome.
Ankunta. Yes. So password is incorrect.
Welcome at the rate 123.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Welcome at the rate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Click OK. Now successfully joined to the mylab.com. Click OK. OK. Close it here and restart now. Now this is a member server now. Right now, AD management server is just now it is joined to the domain member. It is not a AD managed server. Now what we need to do, we need to install AD managed role. How to install? How to install AD managed role in Windows 2019 server? Windows 2019 server, how to install? So go to server manager after you logging into the system. So there are step-by-step processes there. Go to click on add roles and features. select a role-based feature-based installation, select the server, and here you don't want to select anything. And the next feature screen, remote server administration tools you need to select, and role administrator tools we need to select here, and then you need to click next and select installation. So this is a very pretty simple steps. Okay, I'll show you. So let's come back to the remote desktop connection manager. This is a AD management my lab server is there. Now right click, server as, and server name is what? Domain name is what? My lab. Username is admin. Password is welcome@123455. Let's save this password for future use, and you can connect it. See, admgmt.mylab.com. Now it is a member server. So once the server is successfully loaded, we can start installing the AD managed role on this machine. Mostly in your company, AD managed server only it is maintained, either in a Microsoft Azure or maybe Amazon Web Services in both environment. Consoles are different, but process is same. Okay. If anyone is telling that you know how to manage the Active Directory in the cloud, you can say yes. Okay. You can confidently can say yes. My suggestion is better can check in YouTube. So many videos are there. Azure Active Directory. Just you can take a couple of videos from YouTube and you can just improve your knowledge. That is my personal suggestion. So if you put your resume some points, so your resume will be easily filtered, and probably they will select also. Guys, nowadays Naukri filtering system is a AI system, artificial intelligence system. So not only the keywords in the resume, what are the points you are mentioning, even the points also will take a filter. So based on that, your interview will get selected. So hardly in Naukri, 5 keywords you can select normally. When you are uploading your resume, only 5 keywords only you can select. You know, right? In Naukri, తెలుసా మీకు ఆ విషయం? Guys, when you upload your resume in Naukri, only 5 keywords you can able to select. Like AWS, EC2, S3, like that keywords you can select only 5 keywords. Have you know this information?
Yes, Rajesh.
Right? So
Yes.
interviewer, when they're searching the jobs, okay, so for the candidates, they'll put the same kind of keywords, AWS, DevOps, okay, Kubernetes, these type of keywords only they will select it. But suppose there is a service name called S3. S3, particularly they need the project. But unfortunately, in the keywords, 5 keywords are over. But S3 keyword is you're not mentioned. At least in your resume, okay, in resume, if you created some kind of area of expertise in the left side or maybe right side of the border in a margin, your resume, if you specifically, if you selected like what are the expertise services in your career, like EC2, S3, Kubernetes, Ansible, Docker, if you mention that particular only services area, okay, even AI will look out your resume and will put the filter and find out the exact keywords, and your resume will be displaying to the recruiter. Okay. So why I'm telling this information? Even I have a Naukri ID. My company have a own Naukri IDs with me. So mostly I'll be doing some kind of research. I know it because of, okay, when I'm looking for a candidate, so when I'm typing like this, I'll get this type of resumes. So your resume preparation should be very, very careful when you are preparing it. Okay, I'll guide you. Don't worry. I'll guide you. Don't worry. Okay. So make sure you have to prepare like that, especially for this Active Directory, Azure Active Directory, AWS Active Directory. Especially people are looking for it nowadays. Very demanding service. Hmm? And the important role is now what we are installing, AD managed roles. That's a remote AD managed service roles. So click on start, go to server manager. Now can click on add roles and features. Now it's busy. Please wait for some time.
రాజేష్ ఒక డౌట్ రాజేష్.
Yes, please.
అంటే ఏడి ఈ వర్క్ మనకి ఎప్పుడు ఇస్తారు? యాజ్ ఏ డెవాప్స్ ఇంజనీర్ గా జాయిన్ అయినప్పుడు మనకి ఈ వర్క్ ఎప్పుడు ఇస్తారు మనకి?
No. Maybe if your DevOps roles is very less and Active Directory, AWS administration role is somewhat high, in that area you will get it.
ఓకే.
If you are completely put into the DevOps team, you're not managing the Active Directory. Maybe if you are if you are a AWS administrator, then you will get a chance to managing the AD service also.
ఓకే.
Depends on the project. If you're a small project, no, you need to handle all these things.
ఓకే.
Yeah, click on add roles and features. Next, role-based feature-based installation. This is a server. Now, do not select any feature here. Now, in this, we need to select remote server administration tools. Okay, role administration tools. If you are selecting here, okay, select all the roles. Even if you want to managing the DHCP role, DNS roles also, you can select it. Okay, that's your wish. If you don't require, you can uncheck. I need the DNS role also, but DHCP service is not installed on this machine, so I don't want to select here. So this is a total roles we need to select. Okay, clear? That is called ADDS and ADLDS tools. Only these tools are selected, but I have selected all the tools. Now click on next, install. It takes a couple of minutes to install. After the installation, and I can directly go to start administrative tools. I can find out Active Directory users computers, Active Directory domain trust, Active Directory domain services, DNS services, all these things I can able to find out. I can start using that services. Now, once it's installation done, I'll create a new user ID. I'll provide access to logging in system 1 and system 2. Next job, that is what. Once that is over, then we can close the session.
Rajesh, can you explain what is the difference between DHCP and DNS server?
So DNS is just like your phone book. Okay, phone book. Like if you have a lot of contacts, your friends, relatives, strangers, colleagues, different people, numbers you are saving on your phone book, right? With the number.
Yes.
So suppose you're not remember your phone numbers. Okay. So that's why you will be saving that number with the corresponding name. Suppose your mother's number, your father's number, your sister number. If you type sister means your number will be displaying. Maybe a lot of sisters are there. Maybe if you have a big family, so you'll be find out exact sister and you'll directly hit on call. Then actually your phone will not dial your sister name. Actually, the phone will dial your number from the phone. So then only the call will get connected to the opposite person. Same way, in your network, the system will be communicating to other system, making a networking connection by using IP address. But IP address remembering is very difficult. So that's why in IT environment, in IT organizations, the systems have names also. System 1, System 2, System 3. Like that, we are maintaining the names. So when system 1 probably want to connect it to the system 10, then it looks to the DNS and hey, what is the system 10 IP address? So DNS server will providing the IP address to the client, and then with IP address, the system 1 able to communicate to the system 10. So the DNS is a mediator, a broker communicating to the source to destination via DNS services. So on what purpose? The name resolution process. If you're giving the name, the corresponding IP address will be provided. If DNS service is down, your job will get succeed, but you should not able to communicate with the host names and you should communicate with IP address. Then it will be very difficult. Example, www.google.com is there. So can you please tell me what is a google.com IP address? You'll never remember that IP address. Facebook.com. Different IP address is there. Myntra.com, different IP address is there. So these all IP addresses are maintained by DNS server. So internal DNS server is this. External DNS servers, I told you, GoDaddy, Hostinger, BigRock. So these are the companies are maintaining the public DNS server, the domain names. Okay. And coming to the DHCP part, every system need an IP address. So every system you'll go and assign it. You don't want to assign it. So example, in your home, your Wi-Fi router is there. If you are connected to your laptop, desktop, your mobile, automatically one IP address will be provided. So the automatic IP address assignment, the service name called as DHCP. So nowadays, every home, the DHCP service is available in the Wi-Fi router. So similar way, in real-time environment also, one server we can dedicatedly, we can install the DHCP role and we can provide the IP address to the clients in the network. That is called DHCP. DHCP full form, dynamically host configuration protocol. Dynamically host a configuration protocol. Is that clear?
Yes, Rajesh.
Okay. Now the AD management roles are installed successfully. Close it. Close here. Now can go to start. You can go to administrative tools. See, Active Directory users and computers. Service is there, right? Now I can create a users from this server right now. So what is a user I can create? Any name you can create. So the users, this is a built-in users. I told admin. So admin also is available somewhere else. Yeah, this is admin. So if you want to create another user, the same features, copy and username I can create. Example, username is Rajesh. And we can set a password. That Rajesh ID is created. Now what I need to do, I can go to EC2 instances, the system 1 and system 2 yesterday we created, right? Let them power on first. let them power on first. So can I log in with the Rajesh ID in system 1 and system 2? No. Why? Right now, these machines are work group computers. This system, I need to join in a domain member, then I need to connect it. Okay. So please wait for some time. So now system 1, I can take an IP address, go to remote desktop connection manager. I can change an IP address. Now let's connect here. Then I need IP address of this system, local IP address, and I need uploading this. Click OK. Now I just copy here. Now I can paste this. Username is administrator. Suppose this system 1 wants to join to the domain member. So I need to update the DNS IPs in the system also. So go to directory services, copy the DNS service IP address, go to run, ncpa.cpl. Now use the following DNS address. Click OK and close here. Now I can go to File Explorer. This is system is stuck. So in this case, it's slow. I can do one thing. I can restart the system one. Guys, I'm audible. Hello.
Yes, Rajesh. Audible.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. System one reboot instance. Now it is restarted. Let's connect to the server. Now the system one is successfully connected. So this is some command.exe. Yeah. Now we can open File Explorer. Go to change settings. Change the name is system one. The domain name is what? mylab.com and click OK. So username, just now created username is Rajesh, right? And password I enter. See, successfully added. So the user ID also, it's working fine. So this is a way I can manage my AD services. I can go and check this. The computers, system one was added successfully. Okay. Suppose you want to create any other user. Yes, we can create. Example, I'm going to create a username is Galib. Okay. Now click on next and providing the password. The system one now I can connect with the Galib account. You can see here. My lab, Galib, and password. I think still the system is not connected. Please wait for some time. Yeah. Now successfully connecting. So I don't want to give any permissions inside the server. I can directly go to AD. I can provide the permissions. So which are the domain join missions, the users easily able to get connected. So this is a concept called domain and a member server relationship. Real-time environment also, they'll follow the same kind of structure. So what is the intention? I'm preparing this directory services here in Amazon Web Services. Previously, in older generation, we are separately creating the physical server and installing the operating system and creating Active Directory. But nowadays, everything is a cloud. So the complete setup I explained in the last 2 sessions. So any other questions, guys? I'll give you 2 minutes of time. We can start with the questions one by one.
రాజేష్ సిస్టమ్ టూర్ ఇంకా మనము డొమైన్ మెంబర్ గా యాడ్ చేయలేదా?
లేదు ఇంకా చేయలేదు. సిస్టమ్ 1 ఎలా చేశానో అదే విధంగానే సిస్టమ్ కూడా 2 కూడా చేయాలి.
ఓకే.
So how system 1 I did, system 2 also doing the same thing. No changes at all. Suppose first I need to log into the system 2. Okay. Connect server as local admin first, because this is work group computer. And what is the password for this system? Go to instances, system 2, connect, RDP client, get password, upload key pair file. Now copy the password, paste here and connect. Maybe some issues here in this mission system. Let's take the public IP address. I think IP address is not correct. So now the system 2 successfully connected. Now I need to join these missions to the domain controller member. So first I need to enter the DNS IP address here in the network control panel. Now can select the DNS and go here, and you can copy this IP address. Sometimes copy paste is not working. Then you can type manually 172.31.42.242 172.31.6.112. Close here. Done. Next step is open File Explorer, this PC, Properties, System Settings, sys2, domain name is mylab.com. And username is any name I can use. Example, now I'm using Golib. And click OK. That's it. The mission is joined successfully. So guys, if you're seeing this class, you not understand anything. You must ensure to practice it. Step by step, you need to practice. Then only you'll get more information. Okay, if you're just only watching the videos, there is no more use. Any other questions?
రాజేష్, ఒక క్వశ్చన్ రాజేష్.
Tell me.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు మాన్యువల్‌గా ప్రతి ఒక్క సిస్టమ్స్‌ని మనం ఇలా యాడ్ చేస్తున్నాం కదా! DNS సర్వర్‌ని కాపీ చేసుకొని ఇలా ఆటోమేషన్ చేసేది లేదా? ఆటోమేషన్ విధానం ఏమైనా ఉందా?
Exactly. Yeah. Automation process is there, but you need a scripting knowledge. Otherwise, if you don't have a scripting knowledge, you cannot do that. So, example, how to join domain member with the Windows batch script. Okay. So this type of script you need to create. Okay. This type of script you need to create, and this will be running on the startup. Then automatically the system will be joining into the domain member.
ఓకే. ఈ స్క్రిప్ట్ ఇప్పుడు మనము ఏడీ మేనేజ్మెంట్ సర్వర్ దాంట్లో అక్కడ మనం రన్ చేయాలి
No,
కదా
no,
ఇది?
no, 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 no. System 1, system 2, that system we need to write. Domain lo we don't want to do anything. Okay.
ఓకే.
Domain server is very, very sensitive server. If you're doing anything, the complete environment will be broken.
ఓకే. ఆటోమేటిక్‌గా ఆ ప్రాపర్టీస్‌లో చేంజ్ చేసుకోవటం, డొమైన్ నేమ్ మాత్రం చేంజ్ అంతా ఇది చేసేసిద్దనమాట.
Everything you can see here. What is a domain name? What is a username? What is a password? Everything is there. So restart. Everything force restart. When we need to restart. So everything is there. But you need to carefully you have to run the script. Okay. You have a basic knowledge. Otherwise, you cannot prepare this script. Any other question?
Rajesh, I have one more question, Rajesh.
Mhm.
Normally, we have a parent domain name means we will add mylab.com. If under the mylab.com we have one more health domain.com means how we can add the domain.com?
Okay, you want to create a member domain controller. Okay,
Oh,
that's a
okay.
child domain controller you're asking, right?
Child,
That's a
parent,
very
child
big
like that.
concept. Yeah,
Oh,
that's a very big concept. That's a very
okay,
big concept. So better can check in Google in YouTube. So how to create a child domain controller. Okay.
okay, okay.
So already we have set up the parent domain controller, right? PDC,
Mm,
primary domain
mm.
controller. In that, they will create a subdomain controller. So they clearly explain that. So to creating these all the concepts, it will be become very lengthy. Okay. As per my knowledge, Active Directory administrator not required this much of information. So definitely they have separate AD administrator is there. They will take care. If you want to
Okay,
know more about that child domain controller, you can just check the Google. I already explained primary domain controller. Just only small option they will change. They will install the child domain controller. That's it.
okay, okay.
Yeah. Maybe if you are preparing the lab, if you're preparing the lab on your lab, so I can give you 5 to 10 minutes of my time. I can show you how to install the child domain controller. If you are interested, I can definitely help you. I'm not saying no. You can set up this primary domain controller now. So let me know. I'll show you how to create a child domain controller, but I
Okay,
will not
Rajesh.
do that.
Okay,
మీరు
okay,
ఇంట్రెస్ట్
sure.
అయితే మీరు చేయండి, నేను హెల్ప్ చేస్తా.
పర్లేదు
I'll
రాజేష్.
take a 5 to 10 minutes time. That's it.
పర్లేదు, పర్లేదు. చాలా థ్యాంక్స్
Right.
రాజేష్.
No problem.
ఓకే.
So guys, don't forget to uh, remove the servers. Okay. I have already member other domain control I created. So that is wipro.com. So that's why I'm removing all these servers. Okay. Then next, I'm going to directory service. Even this directory service also I'm going to delete. I have already created one domain name is wipro.com. So the next class I will use that one. Okay. This is for practice purpose. I have explained it. mylab.com. Thank you all. See you tomorrow.